Well, Jeff, we're live here.
Yeah, can you see the pimple I got?
No.
Now you can.
Brutal.
Yeah, I popped it a couple days ago. I keep messing with it, so it won't go away. It's tough.
Bucs just got a 4th and 2, Jeffrey. They have the ball. It's Cowboys 27. It's Buccaneers 13. Bucs have the ball in the 50.
Yeah, Cowboys clinch. It's over. Tampa will turn it over again. You just have to be patient. That's the fun part about playing Tampa.
Yeah, here comes the interception part, right? The Jameis interception hasn't happened yet. We'll get that.
Yeah, we've just had, 2 fumbles that led to 2 touchdowns? The picks coming. Molly, I swear on everything holy, if you think that you can start barking right when we start broadcasting, it's time to hit you with the tether. Got to tether her to the coffee table. Let her know I'm not playing around.
Deshaun Watson just fumbled out there in Houston. For all those who care, the Eagles recovered. They lead by 7 in the 4th. So Cowboys did a nice job of go ahead and letting the Buccaneers drop it. The Cowboys did a nice job of picking up the ball.
Yeah,
when the Bucs dropped it, that was pretty good. And because it looks like the Eagles have a pretty good chance to beat the Texans, and who knows what would happen.
Well, what's going to happen? Oh, Kyle Rudolph, 2nd touchdown of the day. Congratulations to Rangers pre- and post-game host Jared Sandler, who has him on his team.
Oh, yeah. A little Hail Mary action there.
Yeah, we're having a good day on DraftKings and FanDuel, and this is a good enough day for the Cowboys. I suppose the only thing that really matters is you clinch, you go to the playoffs, right, KT? I'm not going to worry.
Yeah, I don't really think. Look, 20 of the teams in the NFL aren't going to make the playoffs, so I think it's pretty good that you're going to be one of the teams who did make the playoffs. I think I'm just not. I think I may be a guy who's just wired to not bitch too much.
I hear you. That's fun. It's good.
But I get it. Nitpicking things is fun too, like sometimes.
Mostly I just like to complain about quarterbacks mostly. It's kind of my thing is to pick apart quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Better quarterback in this game plays for Tampa.
I won't disagree with you there.
What if we had
But he
might hit the ball over 80 times, but he might not. You never know.
Better team though, right?
Cowboys have the better team. Oh, look at that. Humphreys, another first down. Tampa's kind of marching here. They're trying to make it interesting. Molly, I swear on everything holy in the holiday season, if you don't stop it. By the way, we might have a full-blown quarterback controversy brewing in Philadelphia, KT.
With old Nick Foles? So should we trade for Carson Wentz?
Nick Foles is out here balling again. 29 of 38 for 376 and 3 scores.
So here, can I say something here? So if you want to be mad about Dak, any Cowboys fans, is the Bucs are still driving, ball on the Cowboys 25, and they run it. If you want to be mad, and by the way, you can enter comments, we'll read them. You can hit the fan line. That'll be great as well. But if you really want to be mad about Dak, then be mad about this. The Cowboys went to the Senior Bowl in 2016. They coached Carson Wentz's team, and they had the 4 pick in the draft, and they said, we should probably try to win one for Tony here. Let's draft Zeke. The smart thing to do there, if we're being honest, when you know how old your quarterback is,
move up.
When you're picking 4th, is just move up to 1 or 2, get the guy you like the most.
Yeah, but now Wentz is going to have a back and leg and neck and arm. I don't know if I would want Carson Wentz at this point. Don't get me wrong, he can play, but
what to say? Can we timestamp that?
I'm just saying he's hurt guy.
No, he very well might be hurt guy.
He's hurt guy at North Dakota State. He's been hurt guy in 2 years with the Eagles. He's hurt guy.
At what point are we being too picky then? Because you just said I don't know if I want Carson Wentz right now, and I know how you feel about Dak.
Oh, I just want Baker.
What do you want? You still want Goff? Hey, you still want Goff? Because he's looking great this month.
Yeah, I'll tell you next week. Just give me another week, and I'll let you know.
Hey, man, I want Drew Brees.
Yeah, I want Baker and Brees. I guess I'll take Pat Mahomes. I'll settle for Rodgers, even though he sucks this year.
Rodgers is pretty bad right now, dude. He's out of sorts.
Cedric said, "What's up, fellas? Where's Stomp Face?" Stomp's laying next to the couch. He likes to lay where I'm broadcasting right next. Sir Gareth, Merry Christmas, guys, for you and all your families. I'm going to make cookies as soon as we're done here. I'm going to run.
Thank you, sir.
We'll make Christmas cookies. Merry Christmas to you as well, Sir Gareth of the internet.
Hold on before you get this last one, Jeff. It's 4th and inches.
Oh, yeah.
9:40 left.
Fumble. Oh, we got a flag. We got a flag. Stop the play. I bet they have to back up because that's what they do.
That's a delay game. That's a delay game, right?
Hold on. We got a real big meeting here of referees, and Cheeto looks like he's part of the meeting, and Jameis is coming to represent Tampa Bay in the meeting. Got a big meeting.
Dude, I thought that was delay game.
There's only one way to find out, KT. That's to let the officials work it out. Have a little patience. So, okay, you thought what you got there, 33, what you got? All right. Well, hold on. I got the white hat. 98's got an opinion. I got the microphone. What do you guys think? Oh, fifth ref coming in here.
I like that the refs have numbers.
Yeah, that's a delay game, man. I don't know why we're pretending there's something else going on.
What do we? I mean, it was, and you know what they've even said this. Like when it goes to 0, they oftentimes like to give teams another second just to keep the pace of the game going.
Delay game. Offside.
4. There it is.
What are they saying Marcus did? He said delay on the Cowboys, number 90.
Hold on. What?
Oh, because he pointed to the ref like it was a delay of game?
Huh?
You're not allowed to lift up your arm if you play D-line?
You're not allowed to freak out and say, hey, the clock is out. That's insane. That reeks of Vegas, man.
It does. That is some Vegas stuff. And, of course, they're now down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, down to the 2-yard line. I want to get back to that question from Christopher Chance here in a minute. But let's see what happens here on this drive, Jeffrey. Dude, that's such a weird call. And another thing you can say about this defense today, take away the Xavier Woods thing, and who knows what would happen. But that's a field goal. Like
first touchdown, I'm going to win the fantasy football championship by 100.
Oh
my God. And the Cowboys are going to stand up on the goal line there. It was 2nd and 1. Now it's going to be 3rd and 2 as they're going to stuff the run.
Malik Collins beasting. Man, interesting. So the Eagles are technically still alive no matter what. But no, Minnesota is beating Detroit 24-9. So Minnesota is going to get in as your 6.
I got $20 there. I had to lay 6 points.
Likely your 6.
All right. We're going to call it 3rd and 1. It should be. They lost a yard, but they're going to pretend they didn't. Yeah, Vegas. This is some Vegas action happening here, KT.
This is good. 15 play, 10-minute drive.
We're really trying to keep Tampa in this thing, and I don't think I support it. Oh, here comes Heath, the GOAT. Yeah, they're going to throw it out of the back of the end.
Backside blitz. Winston throws it into the cheerleaders.
Hold on, KT. I'm going to hit pause. 2, 3, 4. That should put us back on the same page.
I think you're just a little bit ahead, but it's fine.
No. I hit the pause there. I think we're going to be hooked up.
Play clock says what right now?
22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17.
We're synced up, sir. We're synced up now. Okay, so I want to remind everyone you can hit the fan line if you want to jump on with us in person. And we're about to run through your comments right here, but we just want to see what happens. And we've got another flag, Jeff. Are you seeing this?
No.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, man. I've got the red zone on my phone.
Oh, you cheaters. Stop.
So on my TV, well, every time they're in the red zone, I'm seeing that just a little bit ahead because the red zone's always ahead of regular TV.
This one is a delay game. So now it's 4th and 6. And I think they're still going to go for it.
They are. I'm turning my phone over so no one knows. I'm not going to cheat anymore.
Jameis is a better quarterback than Dak, but Jameis is also dumb. Like, delay games, he's just like, yeah, whatever. Garrett ran down and was pointing at the clock for like 3 seconds. Finally, were like,
How is what Garrett was doing worse? I mean, better than what DeMarcus Lawrence did?
I don't know, but I just watched Tannehill throw the worst pick six in the history of the league while somebody was holding onto his foot. Here we go. 4th and 6.
Pressure.
Lost and almost made it, but he didn't. Cowboys are going to get the ball in the 1.5. He didn't make it. He didn't make it, homie.
Well short. 7:50 left. Antoine Woods. Huge.
Now, against Tampa, the right plan here is to do what I would normally say to never do, which is just run the ball 100 times and run the clock and then let them keep trying because they'll never score. They'll just turn it over.
I agree, man.
All they do is
back to the comments, Jeff, real quick.
Okay.
Christopher Chance. All right. KT, would you rather go to the playoffs knowing you really don't have a shot to win it all or get a top draft pick? I'd rather go to the playoffs knowing that we've already beat the 1 seed in the conference. Why are we looking at it? Why are we looking at it as we can't win it all? I don't understand that. Like, I don't think the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying that. But you've beat the 1 seed in the conference. Like, you've already
once
straight.
you get a chance to dance, you want to go dance. But especially when you don't have a draft pick. So your alternative is nothing. Like, your alternative is just to go home and pout. So
It's not the NBA. It's not the NBA where you know you're going to lose to the Warriors.
Yeah, and if they're able to protect on any given day, Dak might have a good game. That's going to be your weakness, is how good is your protection, and is Dak able to do enough to give you a chance to win? Because you got a good defense. You got a good defense. You're okay at receiver. You're actually okay at tight end. You got a great runner. It's just what your quarterback does. And, yeah, you just have to take that chance. See what happens.
Cedric, is the fan ever going back to tune in? No, I believe we're radio.com.
Yeah, radio.com. So sorry about that. I mean,
and I like tune in. I like tune in. Sorry.
I'm a huge radio.com guy, KT. I love Entercom and radio.com and Omaha Steaks. Big fan of Miller Lite, things like that. Mortgage Financial Services. Rangers baseball on the home of the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Be looking out for that hot stove talk. Was that today? Yes. Be on the look yesterday for that hot stove.
Yeah. Well, Profar trade. Maybe Mike Minor rumors up in the air. Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully they trade. And Michael says Jeff has the glorious flow today. This is my hair when I shampoo and hop out of the shower and dry it before I put in my frizzies. You got to put in your frizzies to kind of lay it down. But for now, I'm just letting it. Just kind of letting.
And Christopher Chance, you also popped back in. I understand you were saying in general. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about most of my Twitter following, at least, of which it seems like it's people griping about the Cowboys all the time.
Really, we're going after Christopher, and that was messed up. Multiple people talking about the refs today, and yes, they've sucked. Like the Xavier Woods one, it's his shoulder hit the other guy's shoulder way too hard. That is a penalty. You're not allowed to be shouldering people in the shoulder, man.
And Xavier Woods, poor guy, already got fined. He doesn't get paid much. I mean, relatively. I mean, I'm sure relatively.
Look at some of that performance bonus stuff. Like, I think Dak will make $2 million this year, even though he's supposed to make $600,000, because you get your performance bonuses if you play a lot. So Woods will get some money, but they still shouldn't be taking his money. That is messed up. Shout out to Christian McCaffrey, who keeps catching passes and won me the 105.3 The Fan Fantasy League, which the projected final score is 166 to 102. As I'm putting it on Roy, just putting a whooping on him.
I would like to say, man, I love the false start penalty that cost you a yard, and we get the very rare 1st and 11. You don't see that much, guys. So that was fun.
It is a rare. It's a rare bird. I guess you could also have one further down the field if you had a hold after like a 9-yard gain. I think they'd take you back and you'd be 1st and 11, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe you'd have to achieve no, because would you? Yeah, it'd still be a 1st and 11.
Oh, Zeke. So we good with Zeke sitting next week, Jeff?
Yeah, 100%. Is Zeke good? Or does he win? Oh, are we really at 185 total yards for the offense? Listen, you're up 14, so you don't need any more yards now. But sure, if no turnovers had happened, that would be alarming. The offense hasn't been good today, but you're dancing.
We're saving the good stuff for the playoffs, man.
That's not what's happening, though.
Hey, but you're going to get a quasi bye week next week. Like, are we good with Dak not playing next week?
I am, because I have ulterior motives. I want to see what that Mike White's got. You know, I think they're going to put Cooper in, but I want to see what that Mike White's got. There you go, a little slant, get you some breathing room, convert the 3rd and 10 to Beasley. That's how you get ready to ice a game. This is going to be so Dak Prescott. You didn't have too much. You didn't have a good game, but you had some big conversions. You ran a touchdown in, you win, and you get to say you won.
So people are saying Dak on the drive where they had to settle for a field goal to make it 20. It was 17-13. Dak was damn good on that drive. Okay? He was damn good on that drive. They settled for a field goal because they tried a trick play that they went half speed on 2nd down, and Cooper lost like 8 yards.
Did you like how they made sure that they did a condensed formation and had 11 guys in the box, and then they handed the ball off to a receiver? That was pretty sweet.
And Zeke's motion was so half-assed that Jason Pierre-Paul knew he wasn't going to be a part of the play. So, I mean, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but, like, are we putting that on Dak? Because to me, I'm seeing Dak got them points. And honestly, for this team –
I only put all his massive failures on Dak. I don't put anything else on him.
Now, look, Jarwin's running wide open over the middle. Maybe you hit him and you lead him and you don't throw it 3 feet behind him. I get it. He does a lot of crap where you go, I don't know what just happened.
First down, you take a sack. There's some things there, but hey, life happens, you know? Life happens. And right now they're cruising down the field.
Oh, Zeke, just at some point, just go down.
Hurdle over a dead body, but we have a flag, of course, because you're not allowed to. See you, man. Jared Sandler. Check him out on the Hot Stove. Star Chat. You can Google that. Is that on iTunes? Star Chat?
I don't know. Ask KT.
KT is Star Chat on iTunes?
Yeah.
Sure is. Right, but I prefer to send people to 1053thefan.com. And also want to let you know, if you want to pop in and talk to me and Jeff face-to-face, the fan line button, it's right there in the top right corner. You just hit that. So you can see Jared leaving. In the top right, you just hit that and you can jump on with us. So
yeah,
that's cool.
Stones.
Hey, who's that Stafford guy they had in the game? Did you see that?
What's a Stafford?
They had another guy. They had like a guy named 78 or something I've never heard of.
Name's not 78. On our team?
Yeah.
Is it Saffold? That's a human's name. There's an offensive lineman named Saffold somewhere in the world. Maybe he's a guy.
Plays for us?
Maybe. I just know.
See, the penalty brings it back, though, the big Zeke run, and then we have a wild 1st and 17.
There you go. If you hold after after the 3-yard gain. Yeah. They're showing a replay of Zach Ertz's 2nd touchdown of the day, which was like the 4th icing on the cake of my fantasy football championship, which I know many of you are very interested in. Tell you all about draft strategy later. And my 1st-round pick hit some girl and got kicked out of the league, but we still won the league. So it's perseverance by me. That's what you do. You just keep working, keep grinding. 4.5 to go. Well, 4:47 to go. Cowboys about to clinch the NFC East. Now, are the Eagles alive for the playoffs? They're about to be 8-7.
See, I need to find out, because if the Vikings are going to win, but if the Vikings lose next week and the Eagles win, that would get them at 9-7. And the Vikings, if they lost, would be 8-7-1. So yes, the Eagles would get in, right? Yeah.
What are the Seahawks up to?
Well, the Seahawks are going to be 8-7 if they lose to the Chiefs tonight. So 5 and 6 are very much open, and I think the Eagles could get in with Foles.
I want them to, and then I want them to not win the Super Bowl because the Cowboys do, but otherwise I want them to win the Super Bowl and then have some real weird stuff happen in Philly where they're like, guys, we don't know who our quarterback is.
The Vikings play the Bears next week. If the Bears beat San Francisco, pretty sure tiebreakers will make it work to where Cowboys-Bears next week won't matter, so both teams can just rest. I would assume the Vikings walk in over the Bears next week if they're not playing for anything. And then Seattle has next week. Seattle has, who do they have? The Cardinals. So, but they lost to the 49ers last week. So interesting.
If I'm the Bears, I would play Minnesota no matter what. It'd be like that year that the Giants went out and played the Patriots just because they wanted to try. And I'd go out there and just be like, guys, We never got to be good in this division. Let's just kick their ass and not let them in the playoffs. Let's just do that. That'd be fun.
So Cooper Rush will get his first start next week.
I'm more of a Mike White guy. I think you put in the guy with more arm talent and see what he's got.
I agree with you on that. I'm a bigger Mike White fan, Mike White fan than a Cooper Rush fan. White Cooper Rush.
Yeah, he is white. Yes. Oh, the Jaguars faced a 4th and 46 today, according to Sir Gareth. That's very Cody Kessler. He'll put you in some of those, and I bet he threw a 4.
He got hurt.
Oh, did they go back to? They brought the great Bortles back in.
Bortles mania, bro.
Okay.
Bortles mania. Is Kevin Hart in every single movie that's ever been made?
He's in every movie since 2014, I believe. Oh, Bryan Cranston's in this one. You're getting a little Breaking Bad action. That's cool.
That's not Breaking Bad.
What?
They are going to make a Breaking Bad movie, apparently, though.
Oh, are they? Are they going to bring back the characters that we like, or are they just going to?
The thought is that the plot line is going to be posthumous of the show. So feds are on the lookout for a runaway kidnappee. So you pick up with spoiler alert. I can't say it, but you pick it up with, you know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't seen it.
Yes, he's on the run, right?
So, hey, there are people who haven't seen it all yet.
Yeah, that's fine. There are people who haven't seen White Christmas. It was made in 1952. Whatever. That's your fault at this point. I had to watch White Christmas the other day, so now I get to ruin whatever I want for people. It's Bing Crosby, by the way. I'm dreaming of a white.
Kind of a beating.
It's actually a pretty good movie. A little slow start. Once it got
a little slow the entire 3 hours of it.
Yeah, it was. You know what? Matter of fact, that's accurate. It was a little slow all the way through. You had hot chicks and some cool tap dances and some music.
All right. 4th down. Cowboys are going to punt here, leading by 14. The Bucs have already burned their timeouts there, so that's pretty good. And the one thing you can't have here is a blocked punt. Other than that, game on.
Yeah, they're going to fly down the field here before they either get stopped on the goal line or turn it over, so that'll be good.
I am of the
in my FanDuel lineup, not ideal.
I am of the belief that the Cowboys special teams
sucks.
Has that vibe about them that they could maybe cost you a playoff game.
That would be, yeah. If they had like a big special team play go the other way in a playoff game, I'll guarantee a loss. Because then you're gonna get out quarterbacked and give up special team booty. That's not going to be a good combination. But today's clinching day. Today's a clinch day.
It's clinch night, boys.
Yeah. Things get wild on a clinch night. What are you up to tonight, KT?
We ain't had a clinch night in a long time.
Oh, you're an only, though. You can't party with me, can you?
Yeah, I got a little Christmas over here with the family, though. But, hey, man, we're out in the country, so there's going to be a lot of four-wheeler riding, you know what I'm saying? A little ATV action.
When do you get
maybe
back?
Just hitting a bunch of range balls out in the field with a 7-iron, just kind of, have a good time out in the country. Maybe go look for some animals.
Look for some animals.
A lot of wildlife out here, dude.
Like, are we talking about hunting or bird watching? Like, there's a lot of ways to go with look for some animals.
I'm not really a hunter.
More of a gatherer.
Yeah. But, yeah, generally I've got, or at least my family's got a history of getting the cops called on us on our Christmas celebration. We kind of wake the neighborhood up.
Well, I didn't know they had neighborhoods in Olney, so that's cool. That's more civilized than I pictured out there.
Oh, Jeff, we got a question from Christopher Chance, our guy here.
Whoa.
He says, we're about to go to the playoffs. If things go exactly as you think they'll go in the playoffs, if you're the GM, what are the top moves you personally make? I like this. This is a good question for you, Jeff.
Okay. What we do in the offseason as the Dallas Cowboys is, let's see, we'll use our second-round pick, of course, on TJ Hawkinson. He probably wouldn't make it, the Iowa guy. But second-round pick's probably going to be a tight end that's more dynamic athlete than the ones that are currently on the roster. I'm going to get Travis Frederick back. Probably going to invest in another offensive lineman because Lyle Collins hasn't been great. Tyron, and you worry about his health, so probably invest in another one there. The interesting one to me is Earl Thomas, yes or no. because I think Xavier Woods has played
Mhm.
well. But you know what? I'm going to sign Earl Thomas, and Xavier Woods is going to be my other safety, and Jeff Heath is coming off the field, and then I'm going to go play football. I don't think this team needs a ton. Like, I'm not signing Dak to an extension. We can fire Scott Linehan and bring in a new OC and encourage Dak to run 6 to 8 times a game to see how much different that looks next year. And then we keep
That's happening either way.
cruising because this team's in a good spot. You have a massive question that goes up and down at quarterback. But when your offensive line is healthy, you now have a good defense, a good offensive line, a good number one receiver, a great running back. Like, this team's in really good shape outside of perhaps quarterback and coaching.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a whole lot to do.
Okay.
You sign Earl, which is going to happen. He wants to anyway. You're just going to bring in Earl Thomas. You're going to hopefully have Travis Frederick back, and you're going to go play football. It's going to be great.
I just put in, Jeff, to the playoff machine here on ESPN as Jameis is throwing it and he checks it down. There's another flag, of course. And I'm going to put it in as Kansas City beats Seattle tonight in Seattle, which we know might not happen. What that would do if next week, let's assume that the Bears get in as the 3. We'll assume we're the 4. Let's assume that Minnesota beats the Lions today, which they are. We can go ahead and give that a win. And let's assume that the Vikings beat a Bears team that's not trying next week. That would put you hosting Minnesota 9-6-1, Seattle 9-7. All that being said, I gave the Eagles 2 wins to get them to 9-7. So Seattle, Minnesota have tiebreaker access over the Eagles at 9-7.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd love to play Minnesota in the first round, if we're being honest. Like, they got good receivers, and I think their quarterback's better than people give them credit for, but they can't block and their quarterback can't move. So I think that's your ideal matchup for Gregory and Lawrence. Give me Kirk Cousins and a line that can't block over Russell Wilson. Let's go. Let's go.
The quarterback who can move bothers me. And also,
Jameis is throwing a bomb. Underthrown to Deshaun Jackson, who was open behind Cheeto and Heath, and it's incomplete. Batted down by a combination of those two.
You know, when is this defense ever going to get some turnovers, Jeff? I mean, some interceptions.
They're not. Well, when Earl
He's right in the
when
hand.
Earl gets here, he'll get you 3 or 4. That'll help.
He hit Heath right in the hands on a go route.
Well, Heath is a different kind of safety. He just gets interceptions if they're tipped to him, and then gets fumbles and stuff.
Yeah. Hey, what about this team being I believe the stat here is going to give me 8-1 without Sean Lee.
Hey, don't do that.
1-5 without him.
What?
8-1 with Sean Lee. 1-5 when he's inactive.
1-5 when he's inactive. Oh,
yeah.
So they're...
I mean, no, 1-5 when he's active. 1-5 when he's active.
Yeah, I'm going to say coincidence, KT. Sean Lee's still really good at football. Don't you come in here trying to hate on the general. Don't you do that.
Well, no, it's not hating. They're just throwing.
You would come up with a wacky theory. You'd be like, well, the guys are all younger. They don't want to hang around the old guy. So when he's not around, they're really happy and free. You would come up with that's a you theory.
Kind of why your quarterback and tight end aren't here right now.
I think Sean Lee's in there playing Springsteen and ruining the locker room vibes. I know you. That's what you're thinking.
Oh, Sean Lee? No. But is it a coincidence that Leighton has played better when Sean Lee is not there? You know what I think it is? I think Sean Lee has added value as a coach. He's specifically worrying about helping Leighton on a play-by-play basis, not worrying about himself. 8-1.
I don't like where you're going with this.
1-5.
I'm not comfortable.
And that locker room stuff, that's not with Sean Lee.
I'm not comfortable with the road you're traveling down, and I refuse to go down.
I mean, with 9. Yeah, maybe a little bit with 9.
No, man.
Maybe a little bit with 82.
I'm not going down this road with you. We're down to
that was Sean Lee.
2:35 in the game. Tampa Bay driving, which doesn't matter because they won't score because they don't know how. They will turn the ball over very soon as they're down to about the 30-yard line.
Matthew O'Neill with a question. Do you think Chris Richard would leave for any head coaching job, or would Jerry make sure that doesn't happen?
Oh, he would leave. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he'll be one of those. He'll be one of the assistant names that is going to get some head coaching interviews, I bet. they'll want.
He'll get interviewed for the fact alone that he's an African American male.
Oh, and
for the Rooney Rule,
yeah.
So he'll get interviews. Would he take any job though? Is the question.
I probably would. You get a head coaching job offer, you'd probably take it. I think the goal is going to be have Marinelli do the Monty Kiffin thing where he just kind of steps aside and he's like, hey, I'm kind of an advisor and stuff with the team. And then
I think he'll retire.
Officially, Richard will be your D coordinator. Oh, they actually did score. Touchdown Mike Evans with 2:05 left in the game. He's a big boy, strong.
Onside kick time.
Yeah, I normally don't ever get nervous about onside kicks anymore because there's no running start and they almost can't recover it. But this is the kind of situation where what are we doing on the coverage? Everyone was playing man but Cheeto. And Evans was just sitting in, in flag, we call that play Gator. You just go to the back, come on across there, find that hole. And he was butt naked open.
Yeah, man. What's the deal with that coverage, Richard?
Yeah, you're fired. What a bad coach you are. So we're going to have –
I do think keeping Garrett, which is happening, could cost you some good coaches. Richard.
I'll take
Lincoln Riley.
See what Lincoln Riley can do.
Okay, so
Dak, and if that doesn't work, I can find him a quarterback that'll work.
Reminder, you can hit the fan line button in the top right corner if you want to join us face to face. We're also reading your comments. The thing I'll say about this.
I dare you.
What?
I was just saying, I dare everyone to hit the fan line. I dare you. I bet you don't have the stones.
You said stat 4 for 47 the NFL on onside kicks. I got to be honest. I've lost interest in a lot of late NFL games that's like 2-score games because I feel like the onside kick, as you were saying, is not possible anymore. The NFL needs to change that. Just bring back the old onside kick rules.
Well, we're here for player safety. It's player safety.
Are we?
Yeah.
I don't think we are.
Player safety. All right, so we're winning the FanDuel.
I don't think that's what we're here for.
I'm here for that. Hold on, I got to check my DraftKings, make sure we're winning.
Look at that! Look at that! Oh! He dinked him. He dinked him on the onsider. Oh!
Layton with the recovery and it only gone 8.5 yards. So that's gutsy. That's a gutsy fall on there. You got to believe in your ability to grab that thing with your paws. So now the first play is going to take you to the warning. Second down, you'll run a play, and that'll take you to about 120. Another down will take you to about 40, and then you'll punt. Yeah, they're fine. It's over. They're in good shape.
There will be one. Yeah, there will be the timeout at the 2-minute warning. They'll count as one timeout, 120, 40. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in good shape.
They're fine. Unless they get a holding penalty that stops the clock. This is where you kneel down. You don't run a play.
Nah, you go ahead and run plays. Go ahead and run plays.
You run one play right here. The next 2 plays you don't run.
Nah, you go ahead and run the plays. You go ahead and
But what if you get a holding penalty and it stops the clock?
suck. You tell people don't hold and you run a play. Because what if you get a first down and the game's over? You don't even have to play the game where they get the ball back. You got to run a play. KT, stop being a coward. What are you doing? I thought you were
being a coward. I'm the guy who wanted to go for it on 4th and goal at the 2 earlier.
Yeah, I thought you were aggressive. Why would you want to go for it on 4th and 2 earlier? What about the Cowboys on the goal line made you think they were going to get 2 yards?
What about the Cowboys defense and Bucs today made you think they were going to go 98 yards?
Nothing. But go get you 3 points. I'll take my 3 points. It'd be great. Man, how many approaches to the ball does the kicker get? What's the rules on that? That was sneaky.
He triple deked.
I'd never go triple deke. It's one too many dekes.
It is interesting when you think about the Cowboys, you kind of don't think about them the way you think about the rest of the NFL. You kind of do have to force yourself in going back, like Gruden said, to 1998 and kind of like, you know what? If we can control field position and kick a 47-yard field goal and get that 6-0 lead, we've got a chance. It's strange, but it's kind of what it is, where you're right. If you got a chance to get 3, just go ahead and get your 3. And I think everyone else in the league is like, well, 3 and kickers miss a lot of kicks and stuff. So let's try to get 7, and then
Well, yeah, because every other team in the league is looking down at their play sheet, and they're like, all right, so we got this one we like, we got this one we like, we got this one we like. And our coach is sitting there going, well, we've tried. That one doesn't work. That one doesn't work. That didn't work last time. This one's not working well. And they looked at all their plays and they're like, guys, none of them work. So what about the kicking one? That one works. And it did. How about my guy from 59? We got way too much hating going on to my kicker. That's my kicker. My kicker's good.
oh yeah, who's hating on Merowich?
People are hating on my kicker. On
Who, Merowich?
Other boy, Mar. People are hating on my kicker. It's out there.
On the first interview after the Dan Bailey cut, Jerry came on our station, 105.3 The Fan, and called him that other boy and Merowich.
Yeah, he had a general idea of his name. He knew it started with an R, and he had a lot of letters right after he called him other boy.
And he was young.
Deshaun Watson. Oh, my God, Deshaun Watson. He just shook off like 8 dudes and zinged it down the field to a tight end. They're moving. That's a good game we got going there. Houston might beat Philly. Rather Philly win, though. Knock them down a draft spot or 2. Be important there.
I'm kind of fascinated by
There's
Philly.
your first down. That's what I told you, KT. First down, Zeke. 10-yard run. Slides down inbounds. Let's get in the victory formation, you sons of bitches. Clinch night. It's a clinch night. It's a clinch night. And this is my clinch dance. You clinch it, clinch it, clinch it, clinch it, clinch it. It's a clinch.
That is the most provocative thing I've seen all month.
Clinch it up. With the little Landry thing where you go, huh, down.
Did they just promote bonus coverage of Packers and Jets next?
I don't know.
What a horrible promotion.
That would be a terrible.
No one wants to watch that. Just go to Red Zone. The Colts are about to kick a field goal to go up by 3 on the Giants, Jeff. There's your AFC playoff report.
The Texans are about to have like a 3rd and 11. They're down by 6 with 2:40 to go. They just had a fumble, but they recovered it. So there's that. And the Cowboys are 1 kneel away from being NFC East champions, and that kneel will happen in probably 4, 3. Oh, there's the Landry shift. Oh, they hit him with the Landry shift. Don't fumble. Don't fumble. That's it. Ball game over.
Got it. NFC East champion Dallas Cowboys.
The end. Let's go playing playoff football. Watson just bombed it. A bomb. Oh, are his feet in? Are your feet in? They're saying touchdown, Houston. They're saying 29-29 extra point pending. Houston's about to take the lead. It was Nick.
Are you seeing this? Where are you seeing? I'm on Red Zone.
Red Zone. Why does your red zone suck? Somebody named Smith just caught a bomb from Deshaun Watson. It's tied up. They're about to kick the extra point to take the lead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're in there. That's a catch. That's a catch. All right. Well, we did it, KT. We won the championship of the NFC.
Man, what a day.
Yeah, what a day. What a day.
Why would anyone care whatever happens now? You won the NFC East.
I mean, it's a fine season.
Right?
Because the reason for the season is the championship, and that is what the Cowboys are of the NFC East. I just keep watching this.
And you can't though at any time this year. You can't have watched the Seahawks play, the Vikings. Should you get them?
Scary.
You've already beat the Saints. If you watch the Rams over the last month, you just can't line up one of those teams and go, "Oh, you can't beat them." I'm sorry, you can't.
Right. You for show. You for show. You know.
God, what a throw by Watson! That was incredible. Jeff, the Falcons beat the Panthers.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Matt Ryan
again,
got me 28 points. McCaffrey got me 23.8. Current projected total 156.93. So I'm proud to be the reigning, defending 105.3 the fan, fantasy baseball and football champion. Hey, which Jones is number 11?
I mean, I won the football last year.
Got big money in DraftKings. Which one's number 11? Please be Zay. I don't think it is though. I think he's like 17. Oh yeah, Zay went from 0 points. 0.7
Hey,
in
Joe.
the last 20 minutes. Bro,
show me the money.
DraftKings is
Show
lit.
me.
It's lit.
Herndon is okay. So in summation, let's wrap this. Let's do a quick game wrap, Jeff. Rest everyone next week. Everybody.
Everybody that has anything going on. Like I would, well, and I guess that kind of makes it everybody. Because if you want to sit Martin and if you'd like to sit Tyron and give them rest, which I would, then I'm not going to put my quarterback back there. I'm not going to run Zeke.
Let's have a bye week.
Yeah, I would treat it mostly like a bye week. Get you a lot of Connor Williams. A lot of Allen Hurts.
What if Cooper Rush? What if Cooper Rush lights it up?
Then you ride the hot hand into the postseason. You keep him in. That's what this team does. You ride the hot hand.
I laugh. Okay, what about Sean Lee?
He can play. I mean, clearly he's a backup now, so somebody's got to play linebacker.
Someone's got to get those snaps, right? Sean Lee and Joe Thomas back there.
I guess we could do Joe Thomas and Damian Wilson.
Covington?
Do some of that. I don't know. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. NFC East champs. And next game, man, KT, I can't wait to hang out with you and watch Cooper Rush throw the ball, I hope. That'll be sweet.
It's going to be fun, right?
Play on Sunday. I'm going to be out of town. I have to figure out if that's going to work. I'll let you know.
The 30th? Well, the thing I'll say here, Jeff, is that either way, we'll have stuff to talk about because we'll know who we're playing, or we'll have a good idea of who we're playing. We'll make sure that we have other games up for playoff scenarios, which is always fun in Week 17. So
the other big games you need. Yep, the OB.
Other big games you need. Well, happy holidays, everyone. Everyone, be safe out there. Show love to your friends, family, and enemies.
Make love, not war. And go football. I'm going to go make some Christmas cookies. Love you guys.